Ooh, that's the wrong thing. And that's the right thing. Hello everybody. Just adjust this camera down just a tad bit more. How is this going? No, that's so too much. A little bit more. Let it point down a little bit more. And still the same. I feel like there's too much space here in my head. I don't know. Or maybe it's fine. I don't know. I don't like all that space on top of my head. It's weird. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hello. How's the dreadnought? How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. You look cozy. Oh, I'm very cozy. It's a cold day this side. Well, I think it's cold for South Africa. I think it's cold. So I am all cozied up, making sure that I am not too cold. But as usual, as the day goes along, as the evening goes along, I'm sure my PC is going to heat up this room, and then I might have to, I don't know, delay a bit, but we'll have to see. It's finally warm that side. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. That's nice. I'm a little uncertain as to whether I prefer the warm weather or the cold weather. I feel like you can do more about the cold. You know, you can layer up as much as you can. You can put on heaters and all kinds of stuff, and you'll be fine, and you'll be able to sleep. In fact, even without a heater, I can just put blankets upon blankets upon blanket. But when it's hot, it's like there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can only run the aircon for so long. It's noisy, and you know, it causes weird, stuffy nose problems for some people. And there's only so many layers you can take off before you can't take off anymore. And if you don't have the luxury of having a pool or an aircon, then you are just in a lot of trouble. And yeah, I don't know. But I think I prefer the cold to the heat. That's what I'm thinking. I think I prefer the cold to the heat. But you know what? I don't have Canada level cold, so it's easy to talk, eh? It's very easy to talk when I don't have Canada level cold or South Africa cold, which is not too shabby, to be honest. Anyways, you know what? Here we are. We're back for another live stream. And yeah, we're back in Coral Reaches. We're going to hopefully continue on the stuff we were doing last week. This is what the whole region is looking like. The whole region is coming together very nicely. I'm really liking how things are shaping up in and around the space, and I'm very keen to transition into this area, which is probably what I'm going to do for my next YouTube video. Transition into this area and start expanding the city out the way I had intended, because I need to get to a point where I fill up this entire map and try and finish it as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, let's wait and see. But today, you know, we can kick things off. We were busy doing this last week, which I think is coming together nicely. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is the way this is looking. This area is looking a little too bland. So it's something that, I don't know, if we've got time today, we'll see what we can do about it. And also, I mean, I think I want this building to be white, actually. What is this? What is changing? Nothing is changing here. Let's try that one. Oh, that's already white. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not white enough. Oh, that's sad. It's not white enough. I guess it's as white as I can get it. Oh well, that will have to do. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. It's not the end of the world. Again, as usual, I'm watching golf on one of my monitors here. So if you wonder why I keep looking to the side, it's because I am watching golf that side, because I'm a big golf fan. There's still so much space. There is, but let's be I don't know, a little bit clear. I don't plan on filling out every single nook and cranny. At least that's not my thinking. What I am, areas that I still plan on filling out is obviously finishing off this area and expanding out onto this little island, where maybe I might just do something funky with it, you know, to create something a little bit luxurious. I plan on filling out this entire area. I plan on filling out this space over here. Right, I don't know, because this is a bit of a hill, so I'm not sure if I'm going to fill this hill out, but definitely most of this area will get filled in. I plan on filling in this area and then sort of blending it out into this space similar to that. And I'm planning on building in this area. At some point, we're gonna come back and finish off all of this. And then I've got a massive build plan for this area, which is obviously going to blend into this space. And I am thinking 2 more towns, right? 1 more somewhere in this vicinity around this little lake, and then 1 smaller town around here. And then the rest of the area is just blended in. So that's my plans for now about the rest of the region. So I still do have a couple of plans, but for the most part, Coral Reaches is almost done. It's really the outskirts, suburbia type builds that are left for it, but the main core downtown area is pretty much sorted. It's pretty much sorted, to be honest. Let's go ahead. Actually, should change this to Coral Reaches. That's what this is. Coral Reaches downtown. Or maybe let me make it like that. Coral Reaches downtown. I think that will make a little bit more sense. There we go. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I was looking at this town, right? The town of Shepherd. And I don't believe I have a single bus route in this entire town. So I'm thinking of putting 2 buses in this town. I don't believe this has a bus upgrade, does it? No, this is subway, so it doesn't have any bus upgrade. But I was thinking maybe I could get rid of some of these areas, maybe just 1 or 2 of them, put a bus station here, and then run 2 buses, 1 that way and 1 this way, just so that the residents of the town can also get around a little bit easier. That's what I was thinking. So when I have a look at what we have in terms of bus station options, it's not a lot. We've got this tiny one. Is this tiny? No, this is a big station. And yet this is called a small bus station. Okay, then you got a local. Oh, that's huge. So this is my only option. Huh. I don't know why I thought there was another option, like a smaller version of this. But I guess I'm mistaken. The thing now is that also if I delete things like this, I create more homelessness, which is a real bummer. Something I don't like to do, because the homeless people suck. Another option is I come and remove this office, or rather this commercial building, and I take away 5 jobs. Oh, that's not a lot. I think if we took away 5 jobs, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Another option is I could, let's see something. Can we remove maybe these rather? Oh, they're not the same. Wait, let's change you to class. Aren't you? Yeah, similar category. They should all be similar category, shouldn't they? I thought all these would be similar category, but I guess not. I love the fact that people actually use this pathway. I wasn't sure they would. So that's nice. I'm happy with that. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of these bushes. And let's grab this chappy. And let's shift him all the way up to the edge. How's that? Works. Now, can I fit the bus? Oof, I can't. I had hoped that I would be able to fit this bus station here. Well, another option is that I can build a custom one, right? Since I only want 2, what I could do is I could grab this road. Let's turn you off, and we're trying to snap to zones, grid zone, grid, no. Okay, maybe it's not you, maybe it's cell size and existing geometry. Nope, not you, maybe you. There we go, that's the one that I'm looking for. And we can do the following: build out to there, bring it across to there, and then bring it back down to here. And then I think I can convert this to just bus rather. Just, ooh, why won't you convert? It won't convert for me. Okay, let's get rid of that road, and that road. Can I draw out the bus one only? Yeah, custom time. I think it's, I need to turn all of these ones off and I get what I want. There we go. So if I build it out to there, bring it across, and then bring it down. Okay, so we've got something happening. It's not the best, but something is happening. And then we can have two stops, one here and one on the other side. The only thing is I want this to be too lame so that the buses aren't stuck behind one another. The unfortunate thing is I think if I go here, I can't upgrade this. They are not the same thing, which is so strange. You would think they were both roads. Because I don't want the buses to be stuck behind one another. You know, let's do the following. Let's see. Oh, why did I do this? Let's grab road builder. Let's grab that. So I've got a path. And so let me grab one more. Transport options. Shared bus and tram. Bus only. So let me grab another one. I think I can stick it in here. And they're the same, right? Shared bus and tram. Yeah, there we go. So that works, I think. They're all both in the same direction, so they're one way. We're going to name this one custom one way. No, custom one-way public road. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's good enough. Yeah, I think that's good enough. How do I save this thing? Is it saved automatically? I don't even know. It looks like it's saved automatically. Cool. So I can go ahead, place you. Where is it? Snap you back to you. I can bring you across, and then we can bring you in over there. And then we've got something. I want that and that. And let's just bring it down a tad bit so that it's not really clipping. There we go. Why is my phone buzzing? Let's get rid of that. All right, and then we can go ahead and start manipulating places like here. Get that to cover up nicely. And I think we can draw out something here as well. this area as well. You know something? Let me make sure that I can actually put a bus stop here. Okay, looks like I can. Oh, I can put it on either side. Yay! That's great. So if I put it here, I'm guessing the bus will stop on this side, and if I put it on this side, the bus, so the buses, the one can come in and use this lane, the other one can come in and use that lane, and then stop on the outside, which I think is perfect. Boom. Okay, great. I can go ahead and just try and make this area look a certain kind of way. Which fence is this? Okay, let me grab this thing that looks like a puppet. It's that one. Cool. So let me use it. Why don't you snap into that chat? I really wish you would snap, but it's not snapping. So actually, let's do. Oh, instead of that, maybe we can rather give footpath access here. Let's see where this chap is going to go. I think he's gonna walk all the way around. Looks like they just walked all the way around. Oh, this road now comes to here. This road was supposed to be joining up to this side. That's what was happening before. It was up here. Oh, I think I messed it up. That's sad. Can we do on the ground? Make sure you are firmly on the ground. Ooh. Wow. What in the world is happening there? Let's see. The game is going to crash on me. Right, guys? Afraid. See now the issue. Okay, there we go. Delete that, and I'm gonna have to delete that because I don't like what was happening there. Can I? Is it possible for me to do the following? Is grab this. So if I join this one to there. I wonder if they will walk this way. I'll be very curious to see. Not same class this time. Let's just do that. Let's just do that and that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some bus stations, shall we? So we've got these two here. I think I'll have one that comes around this way. Or should it maybe go rather this way and then come that way? And then, actually no, when it comes out, it's going to be over here. So let it turn down this route. And then it can have a stop here. Wow, it covers a lot of area. So as I understand it, all the places that have the stars or that you see stars pop up, it means the bus will cover that route. So I shouldn't need to have too many stops, but I feel like it's quite a long area. I mean, it's a small town, so we'll make it work. We'll let this bus route have at least a couple of stops, maybe one more here. Covers like a whole lot of area. Shame, to be honest. We'll put one more around this side because we've got commercial here. And then I will bring it all the way through. Let's say around to here. It's quite a long road. I think I should have another stop here. But if I have too many stops, then I spew out too many buses. So a stop there. Maybe one more here. Maybe one more. Actually, no. There are too many. Hello, Eiffel Alex. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. So we've got 1, 2, 3.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Welcome to
Great
the stream.
noise. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. We really appreciate it. I think we'll get rid of this one. And I'll get rid of this one. I'm actually not going to overdo the stops. So we're gonna put from here, we'll put the next stop over on this side. I mean, that covers up pretty much all of this area. So when I come around to this space, oh, maybe I let it come, because I've got a lot of industry here. It's not a lot, to be honest. You can get off here and walk. That's fine. I was considering bringing the stop here and then let it go all the way around with another stop maybe here. A stop here. I think that will make a little bit more sense. But then the distance between this stop and this stop is a lot. So maybe rather remove this, remove that, and then have the stop over on this side here where the commercials are. That still covers here, all of this area. Then we can have one over on this side where we've got some offices and industry. So let's just see where the stars shine. Cool. So everybody here gets covered. I'll let that bus then run all the way through to here, which is another office complex that's over here. So let's have a stop right there. So these guys are covered, and then I will go all the way through and have the next stop maybe here, because these are all farmlands. We don't need a bus stop there. So maybe the people around here can have one right in front of the commercials or in between the two large commercials. That covers up most of this area. It will then come all the way through, and let's give one more stop before we leave the space. So one more there. We've got a clinic right here and quite the extensive developed up area here. So this is like the core downtown area. So maybe, but I also have a lot of residential here. Maybe let the route come through this way. Or if I stop it here, it's also fine because I've got a police thing here. Maybe. No, I like this area is very, very heavily developed. So if I've got a stop there, maybe let's have one more here. Right, let's have one more here. So it's close to all of these residential areas, and that will take us through to this side. So with that, we plot out our little route. Start over on you. You come through to there. You then come through to here and to there. then to there, and then here, and I think that should be more than enough to move the people around this our small little town. Yes, I think that should be good. Boom. All right, we have our first bus route through this space. Now let's see how we can work out a bus route into this side. So let's grab the station. Oh, the North American one is the ugly one. That's the one that's just a sign. This one has like a thingamable. So let's do the North American ones going into this area. Now this should cover up pretty much all of these guys. They should be able to walk there and get on the bus. So I've got commercial strip over here. So maybe we can have a stop right in front of this space. Yeah, that covers up pretty much all of this area. I will send you all the way along. I'm just thinking of how the route must flow, because I think I would love the route to come around this way, maybe, and then come back and complete that way. So this can be quite a longish route. I would have loved to have a stop this side, but I think this might be a bit too far out. Actually, nah, it's fine. I've got an empty spot here, but it's residential, and then this is commercial. So let's have the stop right in front of the commercial area. Covers up pretty much all of this space. I've got the train that goes there, so we don't need to have a line going all the way there, a bus line that is. Then from here, could I maybe have a stop this side? I wonder how the route will look. Or maybe I should rather allow it, because it will go, probably turn this way and then onto this side. Maybe bring it through this space rather. So it'd be nice to have a nice stop somewhere out here for these guys who are fairly remote. Oh, I can't have a stop on these small ones. That's sad. Oh, that's sad. Okay. How would I do that? Maybe we can create a little stop for them, which I think could work. So maybe a small little bus stop here. It can go ahead and connect in there and start itself from here and connect here. And then that will allow me to have a stop here. No, it's not letting me. What a bummer. How sad is that? Road required. This is a road. Okay, let's try. I considered upgrading this one to one of these, but it just looks iffy. But I mean, to have for the purposes of having a bus stop, I don't think it's bad. So let's do it. I mean, why not? We got nothing to lose. Upgrade you. We can move this chappy just a tad bit away. Maybe even shift you to that side. Move that tree. And then I should be able to put a bus stop here. Okay, that covers up quite a lot of the area, so that's fine. And then we get here, going to cross. I think I'm going to allow the bus routes to cross so it can have a stop over on this side. I think that's all right. And then once we cross, should we cross? I mean, this is low density residential. Maybe rather let it come down this area, which is more densely populated, and then we can have a stop here. Oh, but I feel like this is far. But this then is not too far of a walk to either the train station or to this bus station here. So we can go ahead and put maybe the next stop over on this side. And this covers up pretty much all of this area. And I've got commercial, a lot of commercial here. So this distance, I think it's a little too much. So let me delete that. And rather, we will have a stop here to cover for the... Oh, wait, I should be on this side. Sorry. Yes, I should be on this side. So we'll put a stop here in front of all of these commercials, which should be good. And this is cool there. And then it can come around all the way and just go back there. I don't think it needs to stop again because I have this one which is already stopping in all of these. And I think that should be fine. Cool. Let's get our route in. So we're going to start you here. It's then going to go up to there, to there, then to there, and to this chappy. I feel like there should be a route here. I mean a stop here, Shame, honestly. I feel like there should be a stop here. Why would there be a stop here when you can literally just walk across and you're here? It doesn't make sense. So let's put you there, and then there's no more stop. It takes you all the way right back to the end. And the nice thing is that they don't really interfere. Hopefully they don't interfere with each other too much. All right, everybody, we've got our 2 bus routes in. Let's see, what's this? This bus? Yes, that's bus. I really need to name my bus lines. I'm going to guess these are the buses. I mean, the routes I've just put together. It's so hard to tell. Let's switch them all off. Let's switch this one on. It's not even. Transportation, bus. I thought this is showing me only buses. I'd have thought the one with the highest number would be the latest bus route. Oh, hang on. Bus route 19. Turn it on. Yes, it is the right one. Okay. So this is Shepherd. How do I turn this? Shepherd Industry Line. And that's gone. And then this one is... Nope, that's the wrong... That's the wrong one. This is Shepherd Industry Line. Oh, I messed it up. So this is Shepherd... call it the farm line, and you are going to be a shade of purple. That's going to be your colors. Let's go back to this one. This is the industry line. So this is Shepherd Industry Line. Okay, let's go back to it. This is the one, and we are going to make you also a shade of purple, but slightly darker. And that works. Cool. So we've got 8 buses assigned to each of them. I think that's a little bit much, honestly. Can I modify it from here? find it. It's opened. There we go. I think I'll reduce the vehicles on here to 6. Then for the other one, I'll also reduce its vehicles also to 6. And then let's see how the usage is as people start to pick that up, and we shall see. Based on how its usage is, I'll either come and assign more vehicles or less vehicles. Right? All in good time, we shall find out. Okay. So it's looking good, I think. I think we've got at least some kind of routes going in this space. So I'm happy with that. And then we've got the train. So the train connects Shepherd to this town we are building now in the live stream, as well as to Old Mills Town over there. And then I've got another line, train line, that connects Shepherd all the way to the main downtown. Okay. There's no direct connection between, well, I suppose there is. There's a boat connection between between what's this town called? I've forgotten what this town is called. Where's its name? Springs. The town of Springs and Shepherd is connected by boats, but then you have to go all the way to Waterworth and come back if you want to connect them up. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. But it's looking all right. I think it's gonna take a while.
Greetings and salutations, friend.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
Puro the Grates. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I suspect the buses are coming from all of the bus depots over on that side. So it's probably gonna take a while before they all reach here. I hope they reach here eventually. We'll come back if I don't forget. We'll come back and check up on how they are doing before the end of the stream, hopefully. Cool. So that is the first thing of the day. I can't remember if I have buses running in this town. I don't think I do. I think I just have a bus route that connects through here somewhere. Yes, there. So I've got one bus route, but that bus route connects Waterworth with Bedford over on this side and Springs. So I believe I've got a bus connection between those two like that. Oh, and it also goes through Sunnyside over here as well. So that's how the connections are working at the moment. But then Waterworth is also connected via train to the industrial area over here, and then ultimately the downtown. And then there's a big exchange point in the downtown that allows you to jump on other trains that either go to Bedford or they go down into that area, or they come all the way out to the space. Or you can jump on a bus here that takes you, I think there's a bus that connects downtown to Springs. I can't remember. Really like this. Great layout. Thank you very much, Grey Noise. Appreciate the feedback. Tis what it is. Tis what it is. Sanctum, how do you like your eggs? Well done. I like them well done. I'm not a runny person, honestly. I like my food cooked very well. Not semi-cooked or half alive. Alright, so we need to create jobs, guys. So that's the main focus for a lot of the stuff that I still need to do, is that I need to create a ton of jobs. I don't want to build any more housing until my unemployment rate is below 5%. That's my plan. And I'm gonna use the live streams as well as a way to create some of those jobs. My next YouTube video, the plan is to create a ton of jobs, But you know that the challenge always is that because I'm trying to make everything look pretty, I don't want to just spam down buildings. So I like dip my toast and sausage in the yolk. Ugh, no, that's not cooked food, man. To me, that's not cooked food. I can't have my yolks runny. Does not work for me. Not at all. It does not make any sense for my yolk or anything else to be runny. It's like I feel like I'm eating the raw chicken without it being cooked. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But you know what, Dreadnought? Whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you. That is all that matters. I've got this connected, but this I don't have it connected. I don't know if I want to, because it will look funny. I don't think I need to either. The question now is, how do I make this place look a decent kind of way? Is it possible to expand? It is. Then this gives it something. Alright, I've got an expanded amount of storage, but it's fine. Hi, service. Hello. Not sure what service is. But hi, welcome. You can understand that. Thank you. I can appreciate that. So then that's, as long as you enjoy what you eat, hey, that's all that matters, right? That is all that matters. I also don't want, okay, so I'm looking at this thing and maybe we can put something here. Let me check this. Let me check something out. So we've got all these warehouse assets, none of which will work for what I want to do. I actually want storage. I think that's what I'm looking for, because there are these big, if I can find them, that is. No, man. Where's what I'm looking for? I'm looking for those. I'm sure it was warehouse. I think warehouse is the term that I'm supposed to be looking for. But nothing came up with it. Oh, that's because I filtered. Don't mind me. This is what I'm looking for. So I was hoping I could grab some of these assets, and then we can do some detailing around this specific building, where I could perhaps get one or two of these, like in a place like here. Maybe we can get away with one on this side. Maybe we can get away with one on this side. I think some detailing could be done here, but the thing is, we've got these power lines. I definitely don't want to cross the power lines. Now, what's your favorite way to cook meat? Grilled, fried, smoked, barbecued, boiled, stir-fried, etc. I will say I have cooked meat in all of those different ways. What my favorite will be, I think barbecue is the equivalent of what here in South Africa we call a braai. So I would say barbecue. Something about barbecued meat is just scrumptious. So I would say barbecue. Oh, I don't want it to run under. That's what I was saying. But that's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I want it to look a nice kind of way from down that side. So if we have, wait, I think this road is too big for here. So let me shrink this down to you and to you, and you look funny. That looks very funny. Barbecue and smoked for me just feels and tastes great. I agree. I fully agree. You know, something else is cooking like a stew or a soup with barbecued or smoked meat. Oh, also wonderful. Let's see what this looks like from here. Oh no, you are on the wrong side. This is on the wrong side, so let's flip it. And I've got all of these stops. So we're gonna shift you out a little bit more. We're about to do some serious detailing around this area. Grab this. We need to get rid of all of this. But I don't want to get rid of too much, because I still want quite a bit of the landscape to remain. We can just blend it all out in. Side we can do something. You know what? We can do something with the back here. Let me not be overly cautious with my terraforming. We can always modify it a little bit and do something with it. Right, let's get rid of these chappies. They are not needed. Wow, you got me craving the the other day, I think it was Easter Sunday, we invited my sister-in-law and her husband over, and I made them a nice barbecued soup, barbecued meat soup. Oh, I said the biggest compliment to a meal when you make it is not the words that come afterwards, those, oh, that was nice, but it is in whether or not people ask for seconds and thirds, and how clean the bowls are when they are done eating. And let me tell you, the bowls were clean, and seconds and thirds were had, and I felt great. I felt like I had just cooked the best meal of my life. And I love cooking, so I jump on any opportunity to cook, especially when we have visitors coming over. Tell the wife, don't worry, I've got this. Let's get all of these trackies in here. I don't know what this is, but it's something. I think it will look cool, so we build it. I'm gonna need to hear this recipe. This is crazy. So the I don't know what sort of dietary, I don't want to say requirements, but the diets across the world are different, right, depending upon where you are. So here there's a traditional dish in Ghana called fufu. So I made them a Ghanaian traditional dish, fufu with peanut butter soup, where the soup was made with what is essentially barbecued meat. Oh gosh. If you've never had peanut butter soup, if you've got a Ghanaian restaurant anywhere near you, go to them and say you want fufu with peanut butter soup. You will not regret it. I guarantee you will not regret it. It is a very, very wonderful African dish. Well, Ghanaian dish specifically, let me say. Let me not go and pretend that is something that is everywhere. It's not. Okay, let's send this. Let's see. How do we do this actually? What do I put back here? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So let's get this across. back down, and then let's go ahead and join it up. Oh, let's remove that. That's quite cool. I love that. I love the stuff happening down there whilst we are up here looking down at it. That's my vibe. That is totally my vibe. Now I'm going to grab land. We're gonna, wrong thing. Oh no, right thing. We're gonna spread the land out a little bit more still. I think this chappy can just terminate here. Right, that works. Now to see if I always forget where the concrete is. This the concrete decal? Is this it? This is not the right color. I know this. There it is. So that is the DTN one, but there's also a darker one as well somewhere. No, I think the darker one was in my head. Yeah, the darker one was definitely in my head. Okay, so DTN it is. So I wanna use this to sort of try and blend in, make this area look like the concrete is sort of fading away a bit. But this is tiresome, to say the least. I don't know if I want to go this far now. But you do that and mix it in with, not you, you're too bright. Peanut butter does go well with meat, right? I have it in stir fry. Oh wow, that's interesting. I've never had peanut butter in stir fry before, I'll be honest. I've never had peanut butter in stir fry before, but I've certainly had nuts in stir fry, so it only makes sense that it can go. Poplar ponderosa. I hope I pronounced that right and did not completely and utterly mutilate it. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hope you are well. Hope you're good. Trying to do these little tiny level of details can be quite time consuming. Can be very much time consuming. Oops, wrong thing. But we keep it up. We do it for the sake of beautification. Piles of stuff. What piles of stuff do we have? Beautification. Yeah, boy, yes. That is very correct. Oh, we can put some of these chappies. We can put some of these chappies. Like, why not? just stick out a small anyana thing here and there. And then I do believe we've got a lot of dark. Yes, we do have quite a number of these ones, so I can go ahead and do all of that. This tree doesn't want to know whether it's coming or going. Let's go ahead and grab. Where's that trackie? That trackie. I can just put one or two of you back here. And those chappies, we can just make you as dirtied out as I possibly can. This just makes this place look alive, and that's really it. And in a space like here, I will definitely convert you into a concrete space. So I'm gonna start here, move you to there, to there, to there, and we're gonna send you all the way down to the bottom. Go. I do think that I'm going to delete one or two of you. Oh, you are long. Huh. You're very long. Can't delete all of that. Maybe you can delete that. Just to give this place a little bit of openness or something. Where is... Pong, 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 pong. Plonk, plonk. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Plonk, plonk. I don't know why these are here, but they are there. And then what I want is, I think we can go ahead and just put one or two cars in and around this space. And I feel like somebody who works here wouldn't own one of those tiny little things. It just does not make any sense. There we go. I also have a ton of these things. These things actually add so much character to the ground, and I feel like a place like this would just be filled with them, because this place would be so old and worn down by this point and patched that I expect things like this to just be commonplace in a place like this. If I wasn't lazy, I would do like different tones of what's this thing? Of asphalt colors, but I'm lazy, so you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I've got gates at the back. If I've got gates at the back, it means that something needs to happen at the back. So we're gonna create a small little thing. We'll get rid of one or two trees. Switch off, thank you. gotta get rid of a couple of these, and I think I can pull this chappy back up, grab you, move you, and then bring you all the way out until you are, aren't you 180? Oh, that's a bummer. Claim a little bit of land, and I'm going to fence this area off. Can fence it off completely with this industrial fence. I do wonder if I won't be better if I want to build something else here. I'm not sure yet. Okay, you don't want to behave, so I will shut you down. I am not about the misbehaving life. Oh, nope, never mind. Right. And I think back here, if we can just get down a number of crates, it will make the place look a nice kind of way. So just stuff like that. I do wish this game would give me a way of choosing my colors. That would be so nice. Instead of it being randomized. That's going into the wall. Crates. Okay, I've got some barrels, so I mean, why not, right? Let's do these barrels instead. Oh, they're small. Are you big-ish? There's some kind of a service door there, so I don't want to block that. So we can put a couple of the wooden barrel ones as well. Maybe even back here. Let's flip around so that I am not too far away from the walls, or the fence rather. And cool, that's fine. That's fine for now. We're not going to overcomplicate our lives. I can certainly go ahead and put down this. Alright, so we can have a couple of them back here. Maybe even put one all the way here as it's getting ready to get loaded. And then for the detailing, or at least for the impression of activity, we give a path through all of this space. Bonk, 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 and bonk, 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 bonk. Okie dokie. Now we go ahead and I think I turn off you and you for what I want, yeah. We can just create a little. This is the 90 degree. It's so far. That's so horrible. Oh, it's horrible because I built this horrible. Let's remove that. Let's try that again. So let's bring you out. Sort of like that. And then all the way out to there. Okay, better. Likewise, bring you out to there and bring you out to there. I would love to do like these sort of little detail-y thingies, but this I feel like will take forever to do something like this. But nothing stops me from trying, at least for a little bit. So quite often when I'm building, I want to do stuff like this, but when you are trying to fit stuff into what should generally be like a 40-minute video at most, but often ends up being like a 50-minute video, you think about doing stuff like this and all you see is time going, and then I just give up on it. But I suppose in things like the live streams, you know, you guys love to see the stuff, right? All the little details. That's what it's all about. It's a lot. I think I can close you off here. And then we don't spend all night just doing this. I say all nights because it's nighttime for me where I am. In case you don't know, it's like 10:15 to 11 now for me. Boom. Alright, we've done something. Some form of detailing work has been done. Yes, I love it. I love it too. And back here, we can just do that. Just a white line. And maybe break it up in a couple of places. So something here. Something here. It would be nice to find a couple of decals that could allow me to do stuff like this faster. I would really love that. Let me snap you. And that's fine. That works. And then over on this side, I'm going to put a yellow line, in fact a yellow double line over here, and I can bring this yellow double line all the way down to there. Stop right there. Oof, it's not perfectly straight, so let's do this so that I can get it to line up a little bit better with the door, and then bring it in like so. Okay. And I think I can grab a single line now, and then we can just do that kind of stuff. Now this is where if I had the patience and the time and the tools that would make it easy, I would put like those sort of, you know, no-go areas where all the barrels and what's this thing? Crates are. But not today. I think this chap is a little bit skewed, but I don't care. I actually don't know if you're skewed or if it's just perspective. Yeah. Makes the place look something. He likes. I'm another thing that also tends to work, at least when doing this sort of detailing, is just putting a couple of things in between these tracks, and every now and then changing the angles of it. I think this the kind of stuff usually adds nicely to the detail magic. And there's nothing happening there. Over here we can definitely put a lot here. In between all of this we can definitely put a lot. So they're all getting ready to be loaded up onto some of these tracks. You can be a little bit higher and then have a couple of smaller ones at the base of you waiting. And same for the side. Getting ready to go. Now what could I put on a place like here? It says yeah. I'm not sure what you are yeah into. I assume you mean the detailing. Some areas are just more damaged than others. Yep. Ooh, we could also add these chappies. These chappies also add very nice detail to the ground. I think this is definitely going to take it to another level. Looks great. Why, thank you, Dreadnought. Yeah, that definitely adds something. I'm not too fussed about this area because of all of the tracky stuff. So there we go. What this would be in a place like this, I have no clue. Anyways, looking back here, I feel like I can get some industry built here. Where's my industry? It's here. Or even office. Ooh, fuel plant. I mean, it could fit here, actually. After all, this could actually work here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. And let's see. If you are here, does it spew out any thingamabobs? Because in my mind, right, the way I'm seeing this, whoa, you can add some Grates. I think I know what you're talking about. To the walls, yes. I think you may be. I don't know actually if I can. Graffiti, there we go. That's what you're talking about, graffiti. I'll have a look at it just now. I'm not sure if I can put graffiti on the wall though. Isn't it too small? That's my only concern, but I'll check it out just now. And we're gonna terminate you here. I'm not gonna go any further than that. Okay, so this is also spewing out some stuff, which is nice. This is nice. This is a nice industrial complex starting to shape up here. I'm liking that. Let's see if we can put graffiti on these walls, if it's possible. Let's see. Graffiti. Where is it? There, all the graffitis. Whoa, hang on a sec, people. I am flirting with I'm flirting with danger. Let's give it a quick save. This is from last week. And whilst I'm at it, let's go ahead and turn on autosave. I often turn on autosave when I'm recording cinematics because it tends to mess up the cinematics, and then I forget to come and turn it back on. So it's, yeah. Let's turn you off. Okay, I can. It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad at all. Okay, so I know I've got some pretty good graffiti all over the place. So let's see. But some of them don't work as well. There's one specific one actually that is broken, and I keep forgetting to delete it. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. I think it looks so cool. Like the girl just looks super cool with the way she's portrayed. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, the graffiti is fantastic. Where would you go? You would go over all of them. Oh, I wonder if it's an order of placement thing that determines the... Oh, cool cat. Oh yeah, this is dope. This is dope, actually. This is beyond dope. This is fantastic. Let's put you on there. Let's get rid of you, actually. Like, graffiti is something else, eh? This is truly cool. What are you? You like a nice bird. You're a birdie. The birdie can go on here. Ooh, but I can't get the birdie to come over to the other side. But let's get you in as well. I think you're pretty cool. That's very nice. Okay. This is the one that doesn't work. From what I remember, this rat. And I love that rat. I think that rat also looks really cool. Bouncy boys. Do you work? Yes, you work. Okay. Yin Yang. Yin Yang also works. Boom. Alright, so we do have some graffiti going on there, so that's pretty alright. What also looks good on empty walls is something dirty that is directly under the roof shape. I like these stuff much to fill empty spaces. I agree with you. So often, if it's a big enough building, I would put this. But what I've found is this thing is a little 50-50 for me. Like sometimes when I put it, like let's say I put this one on, it will stay on, but you'll find that next time I boot up my game, it's gone, which is kind of a bummer. I think this is gonna get in the way. Yes. Oh yeah, these dirty walls definitely look so much cooler. Yes, this is perfect, but sometimes it's too much or big. I hear you. But I think this actually works very nicely. Or should I have made it from the top? I wonder if I should have made it right from the top. Actually, no, I think it's better from the bottom. I think it's better from the bottom here. Maybe here I can try and make it from the top and see what that looks like. The whole point of this is experimentation, right? I think that does really make it look good. it does make it look good, and I would have loved to do something like this on here as well, but it doesn't wrap around it, so you have to keep going all the way one at a time, and this is just time consuming, but it's the price you pay for beauty, right? Nothing nice comes easy, they say. Especially around the tanks. I think on the tanks it's definitely adds a lot of life. Yeah. Demineralized water. Okay, demineralized water. It's not perfect, but it looks good enough. Yeah, that definitely looks good. That definitely looks good enough. I don't think I have the patience to do it to all of those though. that I don't have. I don't have that patience. But this is one of the elements of this game that I'm currently not a big fan of, and that is that it's so squeaky clean, you know. In the absence of these decals, you would not be able to get anything looking dirty, which is kind of sad, I find. Imagine CS came with a random included dirt and usage look on objects. That is so true. Or imagine, even better, imagine as buildings get old in the game, they start to develop this kind of stuff naturally, right? Like the decals start appearing on older buildings, and you know, there's some kind of a building maintenance aspect of the game. You have to build maintenance, whatever. And if you don't, your buildings get older, and it increases the chance of them collapsing, similar to how a building would collapse when there's fire. Yes, this would be better, yeah? Fully agreed. And then we'll have the building dirt controller mod. We will have the building dirt controller mod. And then you'd be able to set the dirt level on each individual building. And now when you create like an old downtown, an old town, you could actually set the level of dirt on each building. Just imagine how cool that would look. Imagine how cool all of that would look. That would be sick. That's cool. The roof does look kind of boring though. I don't know if I've got the energy and oh, you know what? Actually, let's do tanks. Because there's this tank asset that I like to use, which this one. I don't think it'll fit up here. Let's leave here for now. Let's leave there for now. What I want to do is I want to try and get, because look, I actually went and put this down here and I never finished of the detailing. Because I want one or two industrial buildings here. I got sidetracked by that building. So let's get in here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get into industry. I want these ones that you can string together to make them look like bigger buildings. I never know which ones they are. This can look a little bit officey. Should I bring them closer? Nah. These can look a bit officey, which I think is quite cool. Will they do a CS3? I have absolutely no idea. But if they will, I highly doubt it's going to be anytime soon, especially given that CS2 just came out. Like, it's barely a year old. And CS1 went for what, a good 7 years before 2 came out. So I would not expect a CS3 anytime soon, to be honest. I hope CS2 just stays in development forever. I suppose the more time they spend on it, the more likely it is to be improved, right? And I would also appreciate a focus on CS2. Let it get improved. Let it be the game we all hope for it to be, you know? So yes, I also hope they stay on CS2 for a while. I feel like the potential of CS2 is only now being opened up. I mean, we don't even have custom assets yet. Imagine what's gonna happen when the asset editor is finally completed and people can start uploading proper custom assets. Like, we could build things. You know, something that I always loved in SimCity 2013 is the Cities of Tomorrow. If you've ever played that, it's got a Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack, which allows you to build these futuristic cities. Oh man, that is my jam, guys. I love it. And when you launch this game, Cities 2, you will notice that on the home screen, the main image on the launch, what do they call it? The launch thing, Paradox Launcher. It's got this, the way that image looks, it looks so good. It looks so good. And I dream of being able to build cities that look like that have nice, shiny, glossy buildings expanding out into the sky. That for me is what I want to build, and I can't wait for me to be able to do that. The jump from CS1 to CS2 was really big. I think a CS3 in a few years will be much bigger. Yep. Imagine a CS3 built with the Unreal Engine, with this capability of what is essentially infinite detail at almost no performance impact, right? Imagine what that would look like. That would be amazing. Or an endless CS2 dev mode. Yeah, the reason CS2 is a thing right now is just because CS1 engine was weak and how there was caps. Yes, 100% agree. I agree with that fully. So CS2, you could find that CS2 could be the experimentation to see what is possible in the absence of caps and limitations and so on. And then when CS3 eventually does land, however many years from now, my word, we will all be in. And of course, the developer, Colossal Order, would have also learned a lot in these two games. Guys, we will be in city builder heaven. I wish for larger boulders. AI will be the game changer, I think. We'll get stuff that we never can imagine. Yeah, that is also very true. That is also very, very true. Bye-bye. Let's grab that color scheme. And let's put that on both of them. all of these. It's bright, but it works. And each of these gives me 51 jobs, 31 jobs, 31 jobs. I will take. Let's get you back that way. I think I can go ahead and just put. I'll just put a couple of these. A couple of those on that side. AI will also change everything in the gaming world. True. I am in full agreement of that. Actually, let's do a double line instead. Let's do a double line there. And you know what? Let's do a single line around this whole area. You know, something I want is a pavement road or a concrete road, so that things like this don't look like roads. I would love to get something like that. Realizing that the last time I ate was, what time was it? Like 3 in the afternoon. I'm starting to get hungry. The wife and I went and watched Thunderbolts today. I'm a Marvel movie fan, so I go and watch all Marvel movies that come out. I just can't help myself. I think because in my childhood I was a fan of the comic books, so it's like I'm just living my childhood in my old years. That's what it feels like through those movies. Is there no chance to copy and paste sections like the lines around? I think there is a copy paste mod. I've seen some YouTubers use it. I can't remember who I saw using it. I think it was Imperator. But I didn't like the interface and the way it looked. And it looked a bit cumbersome. So because of that, I've never bothered to download it and have a look at it. I could be mistaken, right? It's just me. But I'm pretty sure there is a copy paste mod. I just need to get my hands on it. But at the same time, I'll be honest, I'm afraid to do that, because the moment you do stuff like that, then the detailing and the level of detail you start to put goes through the roof, because repeating things becomes so much easier. So you stop paying attention to the little detail and you just copy and paste, and then before you know it, your PC has ground to a halt because you've got too many things there for it to process and render. So to a small extent, I'm a little happy that I don't have it, even though it's quite annoying. Copy and create new and off. Okay. It's called Control C. It has a retro game looking interface. It sure is interesting. Yes, it's that retro interface that I saw that unfortunately put me off. It's not an interface that resonated with me at all. And I don't like the way it literally comes on and it's like takes over the screen. I'm like, that's a little much. You know, but I mean, that is the mod designer's choice of interface for whatever their reason is. So I will respect whatever their reason is. If it's not for me, I just don't download the mod, and you know, that's it really. Cool. Take a look. Maybe next time when you rejoin the stream, you can let me know if it's worth having. Let's grab a small one. Where are the small ones? There they are. Point. And then we're gonna grab a couple of these. Book. Is Cape Sanctum a good name for my little fishing town? Why would you wanna call anything sanctum? Anybody who calls anything sanctum, you must check out their sanity. But I don't see any problem with it, Dreadnought. It sounds like a good name. I don't look at streams often. Okay, your streams, but I have to say that it's so relaxing and nice to calm down. The music is great, and your voice, and also so relaxed and chilled. Thank you so much. You're very kind with your words. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm glad, you know. I don't expect people to have hours and hours to just sit and watch streams. I certainly don't do that because I don't have that kind of time. But I do appreciate when somebody pops into a stream, even if it's just to say hello and you know, and then they disappear again. It's perfectly understandable. We all have lives, right? So yeah, I appreciate you dropping in when you do have the chance. And yeah, we all about the chill vibes. We are all about the chill vibes. Maybe it would be worth actually creating a parking lot somewhere around here. Hey, that might not be a bad idea. Maybe I can hide it away back here. Would that be something? Or maybe is that too far out? I think that might be too far out. Maybe here. So as you enter, you've got a spot to actually park. Might actually work out. Over on this side, maybe we can go bigger. We can go bigger still. Yes, we got a nice big parking lot right here. Oh no, that is not cool. Where's the entrance to this parking lot? I didn't even check. Okay, it's that side. Then that's fine. We are good. We are good. Is it possible to manipulate this? Yes, it is. I just need to move you. No? Yes, there we go. That's all I needed to do. And we've got that. Now, I can go ahead, grab this, grab that, go into line mode, and convert you back to switch that on off, go all the way down to 3. I believe it's inspired by you. What is inspired by you? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about interviewer or me? So much streamer are always into action and loud stuff. It's terrible. Hey, I do have my times when I do play different games, which are definitely action and loud. But Saturdays are definitely chill for what's this thing, City Skylines. And also probably because I don't really have anything to play anything else to play at the moment. That's why. But in 2 weeks time, Doom the Dark Ages is coming out. I am getting into that, guys. But that is going to be weekday streams as usual. So if you're not into that stuff, you don't need to stress yourself about seeing it. Snap. Oh, did I pressed the wrong button. That's what I was meant to press. Oh no, I see what it does. As long as it's contained, it selects it. Oh, what just happened there? Let's unselect you, grab you, and then shift that all the way out, and then I can try and rotate you like that. There we go. Cape Sanctum is inspired by you. Ah, okay, I see. Well, thank you. Well, then you are more than welcome to call it Cape Sanctum. What time is it in your country? By me, it's 11 p.m. Seems like you and I are on the same timeline, because it's 11 p.m. for me too. (11:17) to be precise. So that makes me think you are somewhere in Europe. Would that be correct, given that most of my viewers are usually in the European countries? Yes, from Germany. Ah, nice. Nice. Do we have Germans? Dreadnought, can you remember? Do we have a couple of Germans that have joined the stream? I'm not sure which viewers are from Germany. I think there are a couple of people from Germany who are generally, unless I'm confused, I don't know, I can't remember. Deutschland, yes. Let's just do just a tiny little amount of that. Okay. And that's all right. And then over on this side, we can use the fact that I'm starting to see activity in and around this area. That makes me happy. Let's do that. Connect that up. I can't remember any Germans. Okay, so then maybe there aren't any. Maybe there aren't any, hey? And our interviewer here will be the first. Let's get this also in. Okay. So at least we've got a little bit of detailing. And then we can sort of just blend it all in. Germans are everywhere, I swear it. It doesn't matter where I am on our planet. It needs only a few hours to identify some guys from Germany. You guys are expanding yourselves throughout the nations of the world. Autosave. Okay, that actually looks quite alright. So no cars go flying off, they can just go straight into those trees and hopefully be saved. Blending things in is always one of the toughest things to do in this game, I find. It's nice. I absolutely enjoy it, the detailing aspect of it. But it's so hard to get right also. I don't like Germany and the German mentality, but I'm glad to be here. Ah, that's cool. I've never been to Germany. I have never been, and I don't know if or when I ever will get the chance to. But certainly if I get the chance, I will visit. I like to explore different areas. You wanna visit Frankfurt? I think if I was to pick, I mean, I don't know too much about Germany. The only real historical thing that I know is the fall of the Berlin Wall. But if there's anything that tickles my fancy, and it's purely based on the fact that it's got a very interesting name, is Cologne, is a place that I would love to go and see. Don't ask me why. I honestly don't have any decently good reason for it. But it's just a place that I've always liked. I've just liked its name, I guess. And I would love to go there one day. Oh wait, why is this square? Must smell nice in Cologne, right? It's like France, Paris. When I was going through the Paris International Airport, I forget its name. It's like as you enter, as you make your way through to the departures, you go through this like corridor of shops that just sell all sorts of perfume and colognes, and that whole place just smells absolutely divine. And you're just like, yeah, this is definitely the cologne and perfume section. It's almost like they've put it there purposely for you to smell it. It's like you walk through a corridor of just perfumes, man. He says you don't want to. I'll trust you. You gotta trust the German. I don't know if I like grass here. I don't think grass here looks nice. Let's change that. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna try and make it dirt. We'll make it all dirt. I think that's a bit better. The only thing is that the hard stop between it and what's this thing? The concrete is not the best. So I wonder if I make it also just a thing like that. How's this looking? Because why? Yeah, I could actually do this. Do that. We could could actually do this. So we have it all sort of almost dirtied, and then I can use this one to blend things in and around here like that. Oops, wrong one. There we go. We use this one to blend everything in. And I think that works better. Oh, we've got this space as well. So let's go ahead and do this here as well. Oh, I think I'm going too far. I can certainly do that. There we go. Germany has some nice architecture and old cities. We have a nice nature, but the people here are terrible. One day I'll leave Germany and I'll never come back. Wow. Dreadnought says he wants to move to Austria eventually, or Denmark, but Canada ain't going too well nowadays. Frankfurt is one of the dirtiest cities and has really high criminal activities. I was there a few times, and every time hope I'll never go back to Frankfurt. Sheesh. I guess no place is perfect, eh? No place is perfect, my good people. This little pocket is coming together very nicely up on this little mountain. I think I want something to extend out here as well. I want something to extend off of here and just hang over the cliff. But I'm going to detail out all of this. Well, let me not say detail out, but I am going to, what's the word? Remove, or not remove. What's the word I'm looking for? Try and level out quite a bit of the land when I'm done around all of this, so the cliffs will not be as prominent. And I want this area to be industry, so that I create jobs. I'm just trying to see how I want it to be. So kind of how this one extends out. I want just a little extension out in this area, but nothing too fancy. So maybe up to, you can go up to that, that's fine. Let's see what industrial buildings we can stuff here to create more jobs. Ooh, oil refinery. Jeez, why is it so blue? Vehicle factory, I know you. Farmer, I know you. You know, the farmer is actually a nice building, but it's too big. It's definitely too big. Industrial storage, these are too small. But these don't have people staying in them because they are side buildings. So I will not get any jobs created if I put those ones down. However, you know what? I could put down these sort of buildings here. This is 3 by 3, right? So I can shift you out one more, like that, and like that, and then have this come between them, and then that can come across like that. You can get rid of all of these. So that kind of works. I found a country for myself, and it's called Thailand. I've never met so nice and friendly people. I was in the poorest area in Bangkok, and I never, not a second, a feeling of insecurity. I hear you. But I think everywhere on the world you can meet the coolest people on the planet. Yep, very true. Depends on where you are at, right? You could be, I'm sure there's certain areas that if you go to, you will not feel so safe. So I think it all depends on where you go. Hey, JN. How you doing? How you doing? I've been to Thailand and the Thai people are very nice. They really are. They are pretty awesome. It's not a lot of places you go to and feel a sense of welcome. But Thailand was definitely one of those. Let's just get rid of the parking spots over here. In fact, I can actually go ahead and remove the fencing around all of this place as well. There we go. Dreadnought, you're only interested in the red light district. I am fine. Just a quick visit as I will be sleeping soon. My girlfriend studied a year in Thailand. She loved it. Ah, there you go. More in favor of Thailand, or at least more good things about Thailand, let's rather say. Blend it all together. Boom. Just like that. And we are good. I still do think though that I just want to do this. No, wrong thing. Grab that and just come around just so that I can create a little something here. Just some detailing. Space for some detailing. Let's do it all the way up to here. And then I can go bring it across. Like that. I feel like I should have something here that is tall-ish. 1, 2, 3. I think I can do a 3x6 industrial building here if it will fit. I think we can do a 3x6 here. Or maybe make it join up with this one rather. Go ahead and remove all of this, all of that, and I think I can go ahead and grab it and just move it in a little bit closer to this one, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll get rid of that because I don't think that belongs. Let's see what we can do about color, because I'm not a fan of this green. That's an even uglier green. How's that? Because I'm liking the theme of the whitish colors in this area. I think they are fairly complementary. But this, we can grab this gray color and make these gray. Why are you still green? Oh, because these are two buildings that are spliced together. So there we go. Me liking. I don't know if I want to put like trees back here or something else. Why are you back? What did I do that brought all of this back? Right, let's get this filled in to all of this. Oops. The way around. Let's just say to the end and to here and to the end. Cross to here and then let's complete that. I think though that I can convert this to dirt. So I go slightly darker dirt. Yes, I think let's go slightly darker dirt. For this one, I think we can go concrete. And then I can pull DTN. I believe this is... Oh, this is a tech. I'm going to go again. Oh, okay. I think what I was looking for is this one. To just try and blend this area in a little bit. Oh, I see what's happening here. Looks like the dirt decal takes priority. So it appears over the concrete. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to get too crazy about it. Grates really make an area come alive, so let's just put a whole bunch of crates and see what happens. Maybe even back here, crates, more crates, more crates. Then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna grab some decals. We're gonna grab some decals. We're gonna put them over. Pong, pong, pong. Pong, pong, pong. All the way out that way. looks like. Trucks like to stop there, and then we can put down a couple of trucks. I actually think we don't have tanker trucks, right? I haven't seen any like tanker type trucks, which is kind of sad. Because I don't see. Oh, here we go. Here's some tankers. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know. I haven't seen these. Should I put this here? No. That one won't fit. So let's go ahead and put. Where are the truck heads? Why am I not seeing the truck heads? There they are. You came from that side, so you are like that. You are like that. As are you. And we can just go ahead and grab some of these chaps. Just completely and utterly mess up the ground here. And I think this is fantastic. I think this is absolutely fantastic. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab this one, bring it out, and then just complete that area as well. There we go. And lastly, let's do some of that. And in a space like here, I'm going to put one or two of these guys. How's that? I think that works. Even here, I don't think I want to put. I want this area to be grass. I think the grass just does not fit. It doesn't fit here for me. So let's go ahead and change all of this grass. The music is really loud at the moment. Your voice is going a little bit under. I haven't changed anything in the music. Is it just me talking too softly? Does it seem different when I'm talking like this now, directly into the mic, or is it still the same? Is the music still too loud? Okay. I think it's because I was leaving you guys to have your conversations. That's why I went very quiet. You were enjoying the Thailand talks. I think you are talking too relaxed. Okay, no, that's true. That's true. I was talking very relaxed. There's no doubt about that. Oh, there's a gate here. I didn't realize there was a gate here. This relaxed music is making us all relaxed. Yeah. Oof, all that. Let's get all of this through, because I want to make it look like we do get a lot of cars and stuff driving through all of those areas. Okay, that's a parking spot. Let's take you through there, and then Sanctum, stop relaxing. You know what, let's do this. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit more. And then I will turn up my mic just a tad bit more as well. Okay, there we go. So it's not a huge difference, but the music has definitely shrunk by a couple of, 2 or so decibels. Let me know if it makes any difference, if it sounds clearer or not. Where are all these trees coming from? Is this like how this asset is and I just don't realize it? I think this is how this asset is. I think this asset has trees lining it, and all the stuff that I've been doing was preventing the trees from showing up. Actually, you know what? Let me make these more darker. I think the audio is quite perfect now. Okay, great. Are you playing the same map as before? 3 to 4 months. Yes. In fact, it's been a year. It's been more than a year since I started this series. So it's the same map that I've been building on. Coral reaches, filling out all of this. But I'm hoping to conclude the series on YouTube, but then we might just continue it here on the streams for a bit. I need to figure out what to put in this area to make it look decent. I don't know if I should put anything actually. I think I can go into this and I can use this. So we're going to create a sort of area that is potentially all dirty. Actually, let me take it all the way to the end, because I genuinely think where these tanks are sitting must be on dirt like that. Are you playing the same? Oh, can you give me or use a quick view at the airport or main train station? So I haven't built an airport yet. The airport is still something that I was working on it at some point, but then decided to completely scrap it because I didn't like the way it looked. So yeah, I will at some point build an airport. There definitely will at some point, but I'm just not there yet. But we'll go look at the train stations just now. Yeah, definitely. If you're interested in seeing how we've got to where we are today, definitely check out the YouTube channel. There's like, well, I don't know what type of watcher you are, but I've got like 49 episodes of building all of this if you are interested in following. But the YouTube one, at least, it's all time lapse, so it's, well, not all of it, but it's mostly time lapse and it's cut. It's not like a live stream like this where you have to sit through hours and hours and hours, and all we do is build a small area. The channel is it's better balanced out. Gotta try and blend this in as much as I can. The YouTube editing is gorgeous though. Thanks, Dreadnought. Okay, I think this works. I think this works. If I had like a bigger one of these, I would happily go all the way down, like, you know, like the power lines, and go all the way and follow it all the way. I love doing stuff like this where the power lines are. I think it gives it a lot of life, in my opinion. I wish you a good time. I got to bed. Oh, okay, I go to bed now, and I'll come back to your channel. Good night. Thank you very much for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a peaceful night's sleep, and I definitely hope to see you in the next one. Oh, there's nothing here. Can I fill it? Yes, I can fill it. Okay, great. Let's fill it. And let's fill it. And let's fill here as well. Like that. There we go. I think that's better. And then maybe we can just have pockets of bushes in little areas. Because I can't go too crazy with the bushes here, because we've got power lines running, so you know it's gotta stay clear for the power lines. But we can definitely have just a tree or two in some of these areas. I think that should be perfectly fine. I think I can even put a big tree or two in a place like here, because there isn't really much happening over in this space. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think that's all right. I think that's all right. Too much? Maybe not. Is this too much? Maybe not. Yeah, I think this is okay. This works. Let's not have too many cars flying off, shall we? think this area has come together very nicely. I would like to put one more industrial building here because I think it's been helping with my job creation. My unemployment rate is definitely down now to 20%, starting at 28%. So we are on the right path. I am not going to build a single house until our unemployment rate comes down. I wonder, can I just stack a whole bunch of these together? Will it work? I think it will work. I think they will work. Let's make it work. I think that's too close, so I'll move it a little bit away rather. And then we can put some stuff here. And then we go into our deletion, go into that. Let's get rid of all of these chaps. I don't see any reason why we should have dustbins sitting right here in the front. Okay, why are you bringing smoke into my face now? We can get rid of these. Is there anything at the back here I want to get rid of? Maybe you and maybe you. And we can get rid of these ones that sit in between. And the question is, which color do I want to stick with? I think this color probably works best. And then we can get rid of all of these signposts. Because given that these guys are basically in the middle of nowhere, there would not be too much advertising, I would suspect. And then I'm going to go ahead as well and upgrade all of the concrete in this area to this darkish one. Like so. Or should I do the dark one? No, let's do light. Let's do the old. I think the old is acceptable as well. Wait, what? How do I change this one? Like that. Okay, and then I actually need to grab all of them again and just bring them closer. Please re-disappear. Seriously? And also, it's like it's right over it, but it's not. No, that's not why. Oh, this is the weirdest thing. It's this little. Ugh. So now I wasted my time and brought all of these things back for no reason. I have to go and delete all of them again. This is the downside about moving things, is that it seems to always undo. It always seems to undo the stuff, like anything you've already deleted. It's a real bummer. Let's get rid of them again. Okay. That tree and that tree and that tree. Okay. I think, guys, when we're done with this area, we'll be calling it quits for today. Because I think my eyes are sore. Why am I not getting this? I want that. There we go. So let's see. Maybe if I can put you like that, and then let's do that. And then we can go ahead and connect it out there. And then we can delete all of these trees. I don't know why it's weird like that. Why is this area alone doing this little grass fade? Have you been staring at a screen too long today? No, I haven't. I think it's just lack of sleep. That's what it is. Because I usually try and get a nap in before, like sometime during the day I try and get a nap in, which gives me that energy boost to be able to keep going, or just so I do not feel tired. But today I did not get the chance to get a nap, and I've been awake since like, I don't know, 5 a.m. or something like that. So I think all it is fatigue. Let's see. This also has the same thing. Let me test it out proper. No, it doesn't have the same thing. Okay, I think I know why it's like that. I am going to just draw this one directly over all of them, and that should cover it all up. There we go. 5 a.m. Yeah, sometimes these things happen. Yeah, I think like when it's like this, hey, why is it so like that? Are they clashing or something? Oh, okay, this wasn't far out enough. There we go. That's better. I think when it's like, oh, it's going to sit on top of it now, so I won't be able to do what I'm thinking. You know what? It's fine. Let's put a couple of trucks just back here. This is a little truck stop. Ooh, let's put down tankers actually. Let's put down some tankers. I always forget that we've got tankers, and I often don't end up putting these ones. But it definitely adds a lot more variety when you have the different types of trucks in place. There we go. It's always helpful just to put a little couple of things on the angle. Why did they get hidden? I wonder. Let's put a couple of these. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just do. Let's do those ones, and then this. I'm going to make it a white van. I'm gonna make these all white vans. And even you. And then crates. Crates, 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 crates. You can never go wrong with crates. Never go wrong with crates. Even more crates. Let's put more crates. Let's put more crates. And then I think I will go ahead and I'm going to put a little fence just here. Just a small little fence over here. There we go. And with that fence, I will also put a couple of cars. This is where the workers park. And you always have that one or two people who actually obey the rules and the alley dog. Crates and creeps. Crates and creeps. We can put vans on the other sides. There we go. And then all that's left is a little bit of dirtying. So we can place a couple of these on the ground, which always adds to stuff. Flip you around. And let's get a couple of these also in over on this side. And then, you know what, we can just make this whole area a bit dirty. And there we go. I do like the idea of putting a couple of these ones in and around these spaces, which I think always adds nicely to the surroundings, so it does not look so clean. Yeah, there we go. And now a lot of this can be hidden with trees. And then I can go ahead and grab some of these and then replonk some of these around to make the whole place look a different kind of way, which I think always adds nicely to the elements. All right, guys, I think this hilltop development is basically complete. We've got some nice industry here, which has created quite a number of jobs, I hope. Well, you've got some of these that are not occupied at all, which is wow. No company has taken interest in renting this building. This may be due to poor connections, a lack of customers, or high land price. Higher industrial demand will resolve the situation. Okay, sure, no problem. I wonder if I have that issue in a lot of these other ones as well. Okay, all of these ones are occupied. These ones are also occupied from the look of it. Yeah. So it's only this one is occupied. It's only these two. I wonder why those two are not occupied. They're all by themselves. Let's get rid of some of these trees because they are too close to the road. But at least I'm seeing cars moving in and out of the space, so that's good. You don't need parking here. And definitely not there. And definitely not there. Okay. This has come together quite nicely, I do think, if I do so say myself, as they say. Why does this look blue? Oh, it's because it is blue. Is there something I can change? Yeah, I can change this. Great. Why is only one changing? Someone please explain to me why only the two changed color and the others remained. Makes no sense. I don't like this red, so you can also become whitish. Boom. Right, Dreadnought? It's weird, eh? That only this one didn't change. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. But you know what? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's been developed out, and that's all that matters. And I think I can save this. I can save this now at this point. Save. Boom. All right. I thought we were going to start with some farmland on the outskirts here today, but I think that's going to be reserved for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Next stream. We can try and bring some farmland in and a couple of industry on the outskirts of this area, because, you know, this area is going to have a lot of industry. It is going to be an industrial town. What I can do is, so I've got this bus station here already, is I can, which would be the best place to run the bus to? Maybe here, because most of the buildings are around this area. So yeah, let's put a bus stop right here. Is that too much? I think this is too much. Maybe here rather. I feel like this is the best spot actually. No, I think this is the best spot. We'll put a bus station right here. And then I'm gonna run a bus from, how many bus things we have? We have 3. Okay, we'll run a bus from here up to here, but it doesn't make sense. This is oh yeah, so when people arrive in the train, they can jump on the bus to go here. That was what my thinking is. Okay, there we go. So we have that so long, right? And I guess because we've got this here, maybe I should have a stop here as well, which I think will make sense. Oh, but a stop here is going to stop traffic. A stop here looks like it will stop traffic because there's no road to bypass. So perhaps it would be in my best interest to convert this to one of these. Oh no, it's too close. No. Oh man. I'm like right in the middle of a node. Oh, that explains that. So let me get rid of that. Should I maybe bring the bus rather off route? Oh, I can't put stops on this road. It's too tiny. So maybe rather here. Let it stop before. Oh, there's a node here as well. I think this should be enough for it. Let us get a stop here, and then it can go up to there. And I wonder if the return should have a stop here as well. Nah. So this is the bus that's gonna go around the whole. Actually, no. I'll see if it will go around the whole town, or if I'll create a new route that then just goes around the town, and then one more route here that maybe connects to Waterworth. That's what I'm thinking. I'll have to see. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I shall figure it out in time, but as of now, oh, there's a bus here already. Where's the line? Let's select the bus depot. Where's this bus going? And we can make you green. Boop, 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 boom. How can they assign 8 buses? How does the game assign 8 buses to this tiny little route? It makes absolutely no sense. Give me the bare minimum of 4. This bus, I don't get where it's coming from or which route it's on. Bus line 14. Okay, that's this one. Let's rename this bus. Oh, I don't have a name for this town yet. Tomorrow's stream, let's go. I'm only seeing this now, Dreadnought. But okay, that's fine. Cool. Let's go back here. I want to see if there are buses running now. Yes, there they are. And people are using them. So that's good. That is great. So passengers waiting at the various stops. 3 passengers here. How many buses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I reduced it to. Got 4 passengers there. 2 passengers there. 6 there. None there. None there. 1 there. And 18 there. So this is the main stop, so it makes sense. This is the returning one over here. So there aren't that many people at this stop. And then this one, 2 people. This one, 8 people. So I expect a lot of the people in this area should use the bus. This one has no passengers waiting, so there's not too many people needing to commute to and from this office complex. And for this office complex as well, it doesn't look like there's too many people needing to commute to it. Okay, I see. Then let's look at this other line. So this other line has, let's see how it is doing. So this is the main stop. There are 24 people, 41 people on the buses, 6 on this bus, 16 on that bus. So the buses at least have people, so that's nice. This one has 5 people waiting. This one has 5 people waiting. This one has 9 people waiting. Okay, so this is the one that I wasn't sure whether people were going to be using it or not. But I'm guessing the people here will walk across to this bus station or this bus stop. Then I've got 6 people waiting here, so that's also being used. 5 over here, so that's also being used. All right, so at least there's somebody waiting at every single one of the stations in this town. So that at least I know I've got some activity going, so that's nice. Oh, it's a pity. Interviewer left before I could show him. I could show him this area, but I don't know if he catches the VOD. This is the main area of town where the transit basically coalesce. So I've got the main train station down here, so it goes out over in that direction. There's another stop somewhere down there. I think it's that one, yeah. And then from here it also goes down that way. There's a stop here, and then there's another stop. So stop is here. It's a custom station that was built over here, or a custom stop. Then there's another main station over here, and then from here we divert again, where we move over to a stop way over on this side, so it's also custom. And then we tear our way through here to a stop over here that I doubt too many people use, at least for now, because this area isn't completely built out yet. And then this then goes all the way out to Waterworth. So that is the main train station. And then of course it's sitting right next to the harbor, and the harbor, of course, it's quite a busy port. It's the one that has basically where all the people come in. I wonder which harbor this is that has no people waiting. And this one also, I must check those out. In fact, let's check this out. 460. I suspect this is, yeah, I thought as much. This is Springs, and this is Shepherd. Okay, so I've got this harbor that basically connects all of those towns. It's got the bus extension or upgrade, so people are, so I've got quite a number of bus routes that exit from this point. I wonder why it's not showing the bus routes. Oh wait, I know why. It's because over here, beep, 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 beep. What's going on? I need to go up here. Are these the buses? Yes, I need to show them all. There we go. So I've got quite a number of buses active from here, which go into various parts of the region. So I've got, I think, 2 routes. One that runs sort of in that direction. I've got one that runs, I think, somewhere in that direction, and so on. And then I think 3 of these routes connect up to there. One connects up to there. The other one connects up to somewhere. I don't know. But I've got a lot of routes, as you can see. And then I've also got another custom bus station that sits over on this side. It's also got 3 routes that connect off of it. And these also go out and connect up to various parts of the region. As you can see, we've got the blue line that goes out that way. There's a teal line that also comes out of here. And then there's a purple line that also comes out of here. So yeah, I've got quite the extensive public transport actually running. I didn't realize how much there was. And the only thing that's missing now is air travel. And soon I will be building an airport, or I will be building airports. But for now, that's it, everybody. We are done. This is where we started. This is where we end. We see what the progress has been. I think it's been good today. I've been happy. And yeah, excited for the airport. Yeah, as am I, Dreadnought, as am I. And I am also loving how this is turning out very, very much. And I can't wait to basically complete the city, the main core of the city, fill it out with suburbs, build out this area, and then basically wrap up the entire town, you know, nicely. That's the thinking. But yeah, everybody, that's it. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. And I hope I shall catch you all in the next one. I don't know. I'm thinking I might stream midweek this week. Probably not, because I'm so behind on next week's video. So I need to find a time to create it. But until then, you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, and thank you, Dreadnought. Thanks for always joining. Thanks for the chats. Really appreciate it. And I hope you all have an awesome morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Cheers, everybody. You're definitely a regular, Dreadnought. Definitely a regular. Alright, cheers.